magic on. To me she'd say, everything you want is a dream away. We are legends, oh, every day. That's what she told him. Turn your magic on. To me she'd say, everything you want is a dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds. I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart beating. Make me feel, make me feel, make me feel like I'm alive again. Like I'm alive again. Oh, 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 oh.
Hello and welcome to the SU Awards 2021. It's been a bit of an interesting year, to put it mildly, but here we are celebrating all the talent that the SU has to offer. Now, you may be wondering why I'm in the slightly strange attire, and that's because we've all been getting used to Zoom lectures where you only have to be presentable from the waist up. So I thought, why change that for the SU Awards? So I'm presented from the waist up, and I've got my gym jams on from the waist down, the way it should be. Anyway, so let's get things cracking, shall we? First off, we've got a few words from our SU president, Francesco.
Hello. I remember the filming for the SU Awards this time last year, and the state-of-the-art technology was just my phone stacked on a pile of books. Whilst it is regretful that that was not the last virtual awards ceremony and that we're back at it now, at least this year we're allowed in the Edge for some more swanky filming. Small blessings. What a year has it been. I am sure none of us expected it to turn out this way, and whilst it does make me sad that I'm not standing in a room full of you today, on behalf of the Students' Union, let me just say congratulations for making it this far. It has not been easy. We have faced unprecedented upon unprecedented circumstances, and have gone through so much together. And that's the thing that never fails to amaze me, the togetherness of it all. In the face of this challenge, you, our community, have closed ranks and you have been there for one another. Ultimately, this is what tonight is really about. We have nominees and there will be winners and everything, but the people who have been nominated tonight are just a fraction of the people who have rolled up their sleeves and reinvented the wheel to support the experience of their fellow students. All of you who have done the work, not for the recognition, but because you craved the student experience that Corona snatched away from you. My shout out here is to the good people of Backstage who are here right now making all of this possible. Our groups in particular have done some amazing work to keep our community engaged and safe in this weird year. What you're about to see is a glimpse of some of the activity that has gone on. And whilst the campus has been quiet, our groups haven't. Thank you for being the heart and soul of the Students' Union.
All right, we've had some lovely intros and a lovely montage, but now let's get on to the awards. We've got 4 awards coming up next. We have Most Innovative Event, Best Regular Event, Committee Member of the Year, and Committee of the Year. So up next, we have SU Sports Officer Tom Sorko, and then after that, it will be Francesco.
Our first award is Most Innovative Event. This award is for an event organised by an SU group that was unique, creative, and forward-thinking during these unprecedented times. The panel were looking for an event that brought people together, was well organised and fun for everyone attending, and that utilised new platforms or had to adapt due to COVID restrictions. Shortlisted for this award are African and Caribbean Society Cultural Night. In such a poignant year for Black history, ACS organised a night at East Village for all their community to come together and celebrate their culture. 120 people attended, all adhering to COVID restrictions. Bath Hindu Society and RAG, Compassionate Christmas. These groups joined forces to run a week-long event aiming to combat student loneliness. Some of the activities introduced through the week included a pen pal initiative, online gaming sessions, and a casual meet and greet. Bosoms, Musicals and Backstage, October Showcase. During our brief break from lockdown in October, after some monumental planning and organisation by the Bosoms and Backstage committees, both groups were able to hold an in-person concert for their members. The event was recorded and then live streamed to an audience and managed to raise almost £400 for Life Lebanon to support charities making a difference after the Beirut explosion. Engineers Without Borders Bath, Concept Design Challenge. EWB organised and hosted a virtual concept design challenge in collaboration with EWB Cardiff, Bristol, Lancaster, Nottingham Trent, Southampton and UEA. More than 50 students from these universities participated in a 3-hour event. Each group were challenged with designing sustainable and long-term houses for people who were displaced by Hurricane Eta in Central America. Trampoline and Gymnastics, Lockdown Competition. These groups came together to organise a lockdown competition. It boosted morale amongst their members and helped everyone make new friends. The competition consisted of setting fun and exciting challenges each week, including walking the height of the Eiffel Tower or taking a photo with a frying pan in the strangest place possible. And the winner of Most Innovative Event is Bosoms, Musicals and Backstage, October Showcase. Our next award is Best Regular Event. This award is for a regular event ran by any SU group that has managed to successfully adapt their usual weekly offer in light of COVID-19. For some groups, this may not have been easy at first, but many groups have persevered and thrived by being able to adjust. Shortlisted for this award are Bath University Debating Society. Debating Society quickly adapted to our new online world, utilising features and teams to run their usual weekly sessions. Breakout rooms allowed teams to prepare for debates, text boxes replaced the usual style of asking questions, and the group made greater efforts to applaud each speaker between speeches. One member said, "I found the online sessions and the community fostered deeply reassuring at stressful points of the semester." Bath University Student Theatre, BUST. In a normal year, BUST hold an in-person workshop every week, ensuring that one workshop each semester is professionally led. In light of COVID, not only did the group manage to adapt to holding weekly online sessions, but their vice chair surpassed all previous levels of weekly workshops, offering 6 professionally led workshops across the academic year. LGBT+. LGBT+ is a support group that always strives to provide a safe space for their community. The group have managed to do exactly that this year, despite having to adapt to a pandemic. They have an extremely full calendar, hosting a discussion group, a social night, a Netflix party, a transgender workshop, an unsupportive families support group, and an in-person support group each week. Their passion and support through this time has helped those feeling isolated and brought their members together to have fun. Mountaineering. Mountaineering have run weekly Sunday walks and group walks when restrictions allowed. Since lockdown, the club have continued to publish a new walking route every single week for club members to complete in their free time with their housemates or a friend. The walks are always well planned and suitable for a range of abilities. This has encouraged many members to get out, be active, and see some of the lovely countryside around Bath. V-Team. The V-Team committee have run a twice-weekly virtual volunteering lounge. This has allowed students, including Lloyds and Gold Scholars, to carry on volunteering over the last year. The group have conducted some amazing research supporting the diversification of local charity trustee boards, produced a photo collection of Bath parks, sent virtual Christmas cards to vulnerable members of the community, and so much more. And the winner of Best Regular Event is LGBT+.
Our next award is Committee Member of the Year. The panel were looking for a student that has been involved with the running of a group or executive committee. Those shortlisted will have gone above the call of duty within the role. Shortlisted for this award are Federica Arcidiaco for volleyball. Federica has been the stable and guiding presence for volleyball throughout the year. She is an empathetic and strong leader, an all-rounded chair, coach and player. Federica is consistently and effectively in contact with the SU to make members' needs come to life. Isabel Hurst from the University of Bath Sailing Club. As welfare officer, Izzy is always there to talk to you and listen. She has gone above and beyond to make sure that all members feel welcome and at home. This year, Isabel started the Sailing Family Scheme, which meant that all members who wanted to could get involved in meeting new people. Francesca McBride from Bath University Student Theatre. Francesca has directed multiple shows this year during a difficult time when BUST struggled with low participation. She has also founded a playbook club for members. With her positive attitude and hard work, one of the virtual shows became a part of the Scottish Online Student Drama Festival. Zornitsa Markowska from the Bath Video Game Society. Zornitsa has gone above and beyond during her 3 years with the Bath Video Game Society, ensuring the society is inclusive, welcoming, but most of all, a community. She has personally organised every event, including daily events during freshers and charity events as well. She is always positive and active in her community, which contributes to the positive atmosphere of Bath Video Game Society. Alexander Robinson for media. Alexander embodies everything that media stands for. He's extremely passionate in what he does. He takes initiative and works very hard beyond his committee duties. This year, he has provided vital support for live streams during Freshers' Week and SU elections. His technical knowledge has been invaluable whilst the services have moved to remote broadcasting due to the pandemic. And the winner of Committee Member of the Year is Federica Arcidiaco. Congratulations. Our next award is Committee of the Year. This award is for committees who have worked effectively as a team and offered a range of activities and opportunities for their members. They will be committed to inclusivity and supporting their peers. Shortlisted for this award are the Academic Exec. The Academic Exec has worked tirelessly to ensure students' education is the best it possibly can be, despite the circumstances. The committee have shown real professionalism, representing their peers' views at university committees and driving positive change. The Bath Computer Science Society. The key strength of this committee is their proactivity and capability of organising very successful events, especially given the virtual nature of this year. The committee has worked hard to be inclusive, to help members train and to compete in programming competitions. The International Exec. The exec have organized International Students Association Families, which has connected over 200 international students and put them in small groups with people who had similar interests. Their events are as inclusive as possible, including having events at different time zones to account students in different time zones and using accessible platforms. This year, the exec has been involved in the campaign towards tuition fees and has represented the voice of international students. Nightline. This year, Nightline successfully moved to a remote service to keep the volunteers safe. They have adopted their policies and procedures accordingly and stayed open almost every night, despite this major change. The committee have created a family system where volunteers are paired with a committee member to chat about any problems. Volleyball. The committee created support bubbles during lockdown 2 to help members cope with isolation. They have created group chats and run rec socials to build a community across their membership. They have led virtual fitness sessions, workshops and forums for their members and restructured their teams and roles to help them operate during a very different year. And the winner of Committee of the Year is the International Exec. Congratulations. We're next going to take a short break from awards. It is now my pleasure to introduce a performance from Katie Rockford.
Go ahead, throw your rocks at me from your little glass house and then take off running. You know better than me. We've both made mistakes, haven't we? I won't undo what I'm doing to sit in judgment of what makes us human. I don't claim to be proud, but my head won't be hung in shame. And I didn't plan it. The light turned red and I ran it. Oh, I'm still standing. It's not what I wanted, but now that it's right here, oh, I understand it. A story written by my own hand. It's life biting right at your heels. I didn't plan it, but it's finally something to feel. Oh, look around you, ain't no saints here, baby. We're all just looking for a little less crazy. Sometimes it's a hard left turn down a road you never thought you'd see. And I didn't plan it, taking back what's been taken for granted. Oh, I can't stand it. I'm sick of the way I've been waiting to break free. Oh, I needed saving, and a good mistake needed making. Maybe you need the same thing, something to feel, to race through your blood and remind you you're here, to open your eyes and look around and see the sky when you're on the ground. I didn't plan it, but that's life, and I'm finally feeling alive. It's not right, but it's mine, and it's finally something to feel.
And some really lovely singing there from Katie. Okay, we've got 3 more awards coming up next. We have Best Awareness Raising / Fundraising Activity, we have Most Inclusive Group, and the Change Makers Award. Up presenting the next award will be a postgrad officer, Fritz Ho.
Our next award is for Best Awareness Raising and Fundraising Activity. This award is for groups who have shown they can raise awareness for a charity or a cause. They may have successfully fundraised for that charity or actively spread a message and educate the student body on a certain topic. Shortlists for these awards are Red Cross Anti-Loneliness Campaign from Backstage, Social Disruption due to the ongoing pandemic has caused a massive surge in loneliness. Backstage ran a 20 hours continuous gaming stream and raised £2,211 for Red Cross. These innovative events have the benefit of being able to raise money for a good cause and combat loneliness by bringing students and alumni together. Compassionate Christmas from Bath Hindu Society and RAG. This group hosts a compassionate community week to decrease student loneliness and in the lead up to Diwali. The week includes a pen pal initiative, online gaming sessions, a casual meet and greet session, a safe place for Diwali prayer, as well as an online mental health awareness campaign on Instagram. Their effort in this week also allows the society to start an interfaith forum in cooperation with the chaplain. Hashtag Copperfield from Bath University Blue Team. This year, BUBT have been raising awareness for student well-being and for the hashtag Copperfield charity. They ran a workshop on how to prevent breast cancer, as well as how mental health problems and our well-being can affect us all. One to Tokyo from Hockey and Rugby. Before Christmas, the Hockey Cup and Rugby Cup raced to Tokyo. A shuffle committee was created where people could record their wins and interact with each other, allowing people to keep active with purpose during the pandemic. Each week, there were themes and fancy dress to encourage donations. The race and raising over £1,000 for Bath Mine. Julian House from Islamic Society. Homelessness has become a significant issue in the UK and has worsened during the pandemic. Islamic Society hosted a sleep out to fundraise for the cause. The process race will add homeless individuals with the equipment necessary for their hygiene, food, education, and overall support. And the winner for Best Awareness Raising or Fundraising Activity is Bath University Blue Team, hashtag Copperfield. Congratulations. The next award will be presented by SU Community Officer Freya Jackson.
Our next award is Most Inclusive Group. The panel were looking for a group that made all students feel welcome, regardless of their nationality, race, ethnicity, time zone, or experience. Shortlisted for this award are Bath Video Game Society. Bath Video Game Society is a group that puts inclusivity and consideration at the forefront of their activity plans. All activities are accessible to broad audiences. This year, they've run fundraisers, including a collaboration with RAG, which raised £245 for the SU's Big Four charities. The group have also promoted part-time job opportunities with their sponsors. Bourbon Dance Society. Bourbon managed to make break and urban dance accessible for all in this difficult year, with live online sessions when they couldn't use the dance hall and group socials to keep all their members connected. The committee has also been dedicated to educating the society about the roots of dance, from African American dance history to drag and LGBT culture. LGBT+. LGBT+ encourage anyone to join and actively make efforts to make all members feel welcome and included. This year, they've created captioned publicity materials and made social media posts accessible to those with a variety of needs. They created a buddy system during the national lockdown for people to go outside and socialise in a safe manner. They hosted a virtual meeting with FFLAG charity and set up a group chat for members staying in Bath over Christmas so they could run socially distanced activities. Nightline. Moving to a remote service has made volunteering for Nightline even more accessible, with regular virtual socials, volunteer welfare checks, and forms sent to identify any triggering topics for volunteers. Welfare is a big part of Nightline, and effort was made to ensure support was available for volunteers outside of Bath as well. Pronouns were added to volunteers' 3 rings profiles to encourage inclusivity, and all publicity materials have been captioned with image descriptions on images. TEDx Bath. The TEDx Society brings together a diverse range of students and committee members. The TEDx Annual Conference 2020 was inspired by a range of speakers who passionately talked about subjects including inclusivity in higher education and Tourette's syndrome. These talks are immensely inspiring and hugely successful, with over 75 viewers joining live and hundreds more streaming on YouTube after the event. And the winner of Most Inclusive Group is Bath Video Game Society. The next award will be presented by the SU Education Officer and incoming President.
Our next award is Change Makers Award. This award is given to any group or individual that has worked to make a change to improve the student community or on local, national or global issues. Shortlisted for this award are Jimena Alamo, Salisbury Hall Rep. Jimena has represented the views of Salisbury residents this year at Hall's forums and has been a voice for international residents. She has consistently given feedback on issues in halls and asked for clarity on contract and rent matters affecting international students. Alexa Huxley, Polden Court Hall Rep. Alexa has worked hard on ensuring students in catered halls get fair access to their eat and drink credit. She's raised the issue with the SU and pushed for clearer information regarding changes to terms in residents' contracts. Finley Bertram, Amelia Cox, Monica Danson-Scandon, Charlotte Foster and Holly Smith. These students from Bath Star and Amnesty have worked with alumni with the goal of offering an undergraduate scholarship for an asylum seeker. When funding wasn't available, the group set up a fundraising appeal and will continue to work on the initiative until they are able to gain a sustainable funding for an asylum seeker scholarship. Isabella Mahapatra Andrade, Quad C Hall Rep. Isabella has provided feedback from Hall's residents regarding security services within halls. Her work with the SU has led to changes in the ways security operates to better suit the residents. Kieran Smith, Polden Hall Rep. Kieran has represented the residents in Polden this year. He's consistently raised feedback at Hall's forums on matters that affect living conditions and services in halls, which have all helped to improve the lives of Polden residents. And the winner of the Change Makers Award is Finley Bertram, Amelia Cox, Monica Danson-Scandon, Charlotte Foster and Holly Smith.
Well, I'm sure you're having an absolutely lovely evening, but unfortunately, we're down to the last 3 awards. It's very emotional, I know. But what's up next, we have the COVID Champion Award, the Best Overall Group, and the Rob Tyrrell Award for Outstanding Individual Contribution. So, giving the COVID Champion Award will be Nikki Passmore.
I'm delighted to be announcing the COVID Champion Award, given the year that we've just had. And our nominations for this award are very special people. They have worked either with or without a society, either to deliver innovation for students, to keep communities together. They may have overcome personal obstacles, but whatever they've done, they've been amazing at supporting student communities during COVID. So our nominations are Emil Galanadis. Emil has worked with the Fencing Club as a coordinator. He's delivered innovation and communications to help the group stay together throughout COVID. Millie Gibson. As head of news, Millie has worked with Bath Time, communicating throughout the year for students to help them understand announcements from the university, the news as it happens, so that they understand what COVID means for them and what it means for their university experience. Carolina Hinojosa and Salah Razian. Both joined Enactus to work with the Little Bags of Happiness project, but they spotted an opportunity beyond that and realised that older people were lonely in the community as well, so they took the project out to care homes in the Bath community. Adele Upton. Adele was elected chair of the National Student Scout and Guide Society this year. She worked really hard to make sure that groups could continue to run and to grow by going virtually online to keep supporting students all around the country. And Shuchi Naik. Despite social anxiety, Shuchi put herself forward for not just one, but for 3 roles working with student groups and societies, including as an academic rep. She worked really hard to make sure that all students could have a voice, that students could get involved in different societies, and to really represent the range of students in our community. And the winner is Millie Gibson. Congratulations.
Hello, it's my great pleasure to introduce the Best Overall Group Award. I continue to be so impressed by the range and quality of the student groups at the university. These groups play such an important part in enriching the overall Bath experience. This year, more than ever, they've been an invaluable source of support, providing much needed opportunities for social interaction and creating a sense of belonging. I'd like to thank all of them for the way they've adapted to the challenges of the past year, and for the thought and care they've put into ensuring their members have been able to participate in activities, both virtually and in person, in spite of the restrictions placed on us all. May I also pay tribute to the Student Union and the sabbatical officers who've worked so hard to support and nurture these groups during such difficult times. The Best Overall Group Award is for those groups that have really made an impact by increasing awareness, boosting membership, hosting a range of activities and events, and perhaps most importantly, providing a sense of fun and enjoyment. The award also recognises those committees who've communicated with and used the expertise of the SU officers and relevant staff to develop their groups. And this year, the panel has also been keen to reward proactivity in responding to the changing COVID restrictions. So without further ado, here is the shortlist for the best overall group. The shortlisted groups are Bath Video Game Society. The Society has worked hard to provide a point of inclusion, comfort and support during the pandemic and has seen a steep rise in membership and engagement, with around 480 new joiners in Freshers Week and 700 new joiners overall. Bourbon Dance Society. Throughout the pandemic, Bourbon has successfully delivered lessons twice a week with regular socials, inter-university competitions, and more collaborations through virtual means. The International Students Association, ISA, has engaged and supported international students both in the UK and in their home countries. A range of activities, including the ISA Family Initiative, has helped to provide connections and combat loneliness. Nightline. Last year's winner, Nightline is an inclusive society which thrives on supporting others. Considerable work has been carried out this year to ensure the well-being of its volunteers as well as colours. The service has stayed open every night except one during this challenging year. And volleyball. The group has offered a mix of in-person and virtual activities, including weekly socials. Focusing on mental health issues, they've partnered with Mind to host sessions for their members and are looking to restart the sitting volleyball programme to support the disabled community. These are wonderful groups, but there can only be one winner. And the winner of this year's Best Overall Group Award is Bourbon Dance Society. Bourbon has adapted so well to COVID-19 restrictions, engaging members across different time zones and countries, as well as those on placement. The interaction with other societies and universities has also been praised by members, as has the range and quality of its activities, from virtual team games and challenges to filming a joint music video. As one of their members said, "If it weren't for Bourbon, I would have not enjoyed my first year as much. From hosting 2 lessons every week to workshops with alumni members and merging with societies from other universities, I'm extremely impressed with the variety of activities Bourbon offers." Well done, Bourbon, and congratulations to all those who were shortlisted.
Our final award is the Rob Tyrrell Award for Outstanding Contribution. Last June, we sadly lost one of our dear friends and SU Activity Officer, Rob Tyrrell. Rob ingrained himself in the full university experience and was involved in the SU in every way possible. From being a Freshers Week captain to being an active member of Bath Video Game Society, Rob took every opportunity he could to try new things and did so with a huge smile on his face.
He was known for his love of volleyball and Zumba and encouraged others to get involved with an infectious sense of enthusiasm. Often seen sat in the SU, Rob was a friendly face, always up for a chat or to provide you with a much-needed hug. Above all, Rob was a kind and caring person who always supported others. We are pleased to be able to dedicate this award in Rob's memory for years to come, in order to recognise students who shared similar characteristics to Rob. The winner of this award will receive a cash prize of £100 donated in memory of Rob from his family and the Dean of Faculty of Engineering. Their generous donations will fund the Rob Tyrrell Award for the next 20 years, so we can continue to recognise the exceptional individuals who give so much to the SU community.
The panel were looking for someone who has gone above and beyond throughout their university career to leave a lasting impression across the SU. It was very difficult to choose one winner, so in addition to the winner, the panel have awarded highly commended to 2 of the nominees. Shortlisted for this award are
Meg Crossman. Meg has played a crucial role over her time at Bath, ensuring that all students feel welcome and supported whilst they're studying here. She's been heavily involved with Nightline, and along with being co-chair this year, she has volunteered over 2,000 hours to the service throughout her time at university.
She goes out of her way to support others and cares deeply for student welfare. This is reflected in her roles as NUS Conference Delegate, Equality and Diversity Committee Rep, Chair of Bath Minervas and Freshers Week Event Manager. Meg has inspired others to get involved in the SU and shape their community.
Maria Gregera Garces. On top of being very involved with the physics department, Maria has held a variety of different leadership roles in the SU, including academic rep, peer mentor and treasurer for PhysSoc. As Welfare and Inclusivity Officer for fencing, she's an advocate for inclusivity and has worked to ensure the club creates an open and welcoming environment for all their members.
As a member of the university's academic advisory panel, this year Maria has worked with the SU to provide advice and ideas to inform academic decisions during a very challenging year.
Peter Rory Hall. Peter Rory has worked tirelessly this year as Senate Rep and Chair of Academic Exec. He has worked to involve students in the development of the no detriment policy and worked with officers to create a digital recording policy, which hopes to see all lectures recorded. He cares deeply about inclusivity and has worked with the SU on his idea to include pronouns on library cards, which is due to be implemented next academic year.
Alongside all of this, he has been treasurer of Surf Club and has worked with the committee to keep the surf family together during the pandemic. Peter Rory has shown dedication in making positive change which affects the student body as a whole.
Zornitsa Markowska. Zuza has held a long list of roles within the SU, including academic rep, Senate rep, lead peer mentor, and committee roles for academic exec, PhysSoc, Jiu-Jitsu, and Bath Video Game Society. As Senate rep, she has represented the international student body on issues such as funding, support, and scholarships.
She receives high praise from members of the Bath Video Game Society as being committed to inclusivity and has been instrumental in securing equipment funding to ensure all members can get involved with activities. Zusa is recognised for her humble nature, professionalism and dedication to helping others.
Glenn McAlpine. Glenn has been involved in student media throughout his time at university. He has been instrumental in more than one SU officers election campaign and this year planned and led coverage of the SU elections online. This involved creating live streams, email campaigns and keeping students engaged in an online environment.
He was Freshers Week event manager during COVID restrictions and was a key member of the team in one of the most challenging weeks the SU has run. Glenn is recognised for his ability to juggle multiple responsibilities, but do so with a clear passion for student media. Highly commended in this award goes to Meg Crossman and Peter Rory Hall.
And the winner of the Rob Tyrrell Award for Outstanding Contribution is Zornitsa Markowska.
So there we have it. I want to say a huge congratulations to the winners, the nominees, and to every single one of you who worked tirelessly every day on top of your degrees and your other commitments to grow this incredible, unique community. It's weird to think that this is the last SU Awards ceremony that I will attend. As for many committee and group members, this is one of the highlights of the year, and I had planned to do this very tearful speech wearing a suit that unfortunately doesn't fit me anymore, so this will have to do. What we have seen tonight is an idea of why people love to come to university. Yes, the course is important and everything, but this is what people come for too. Making friends, joining a group, doing the things that they love, and you are the ones who power this entire engine. I remained at university because of what other students were doing to shape the community they were part of for the better. And I know this is and will always be the case for so many students. Student volunteers often don't realize the impact of their work, so let me tell you very clearly, you are awesome, and what you do matters to so many people. I don't have anything else to say except a huge thank you. It's not what it was supposed to be, but you came through anyway. And for your efforts, your relentlessness, your strength and energy, I will always be thankful. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
And there we are. That's it for the evening. There's no more from us. We've laughed, we've cried, we've watched the SU Awards. I hope you had a lovely time, and congratulations to all the winners. And that's it from us. Have a good evening.